Hi folks, it's Mark, and today up here on the Bruce again with the family, and it's January. We managed to get a few days off of work, and my daughter and wife aren't back to school yet, so we came up yesterday, and we've been to the property once. We're going back there today. Gonna do a little hiking around and use the GPS to make a new trail. Stayed at the Princess Hotel for a couple nights and had dinner there last night. That was great. So just hitting a few of the spots that are close to the Princess Hotel this morning before you head down to the property. One of them is the Big Tub Harbor Lighthouse here. Normally in the summer this is teeming with visitors and tourists, so it's nice to come in the off season, and it's quiet. In fact, there's no one up here in this type of weather. The snow's gone. They had 6 feet of snow before Christmas, and then just they got another few feet, and that melted out too. So really, for this time of year, it's remarkably warm and no snow at all. Last time we were here, this was all iced over, and there was ice fishermen out on the harbor there. So quite a bit different this year. Good or bad? It depends on your side of the climate change theory, I suppose. I don't think winter should be like this, especially not in Canada. But anyhow, here we are, and we're taking advantage of the ice-free rocks. So yeah, gonna make a couple of videos, a couple other points that are interesting up here for you to see, and then we'll be back at the property, do some hiking around, get the fire going, make some lunch, and yeah, it's gonna be great. Love to be up here. Okay, so one of the things that's really neat about this area is these giant rings that they have lagged into the rock, and because this is a harbor, when the great ships were sailing out here, often the big storms on Georgian Bay would force them to seek shelters in these type of harbors, and they could moor up using these gigantic rings during the night to wait out the storms. And actually down in the harbor further, it's well-known fact for this area is one of the diving destinations of the world, because the water is so clear, and there's a bunch of shipwrecks down further in the harbor. And some of them were scuttled down in that area because they were on fire, and they were towed in there. Yeah, quite a few shipwrecks with lots of history and cool stories about how they got in there. And lots of tour boats in the summer that visit that area. You can snorkel and dive the wrecks as well. My wife and daughter have done that. But yeah, it's always fun to come out here and see the ring, try to pick it up. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, so I mentioned shipwrecks, and there's actually a plaque here. So I'll just read you right from the plaque, give you some history. And it says, in the late 1800s and early 1900s, Tobermory was a thriving commercial fishing village. But the waters off of Tobermory were treacherous. Shoals, reefs, and islands dot the channel between Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. Many vessels met their end in these waters. 21 of them lie in the watery graves here in the Fathom 5 National Marine Park. 2 wrecks lie at the bottom of Big Tub Harbor. The Sweepstakes was towed into the harbor in 1885 after striking a reef off of Cove Island, and the city of Grand Rapids caught fire while docked in Little Tub Harbor. Breaking loose from its tow line, the flaming vessel drifted into Big Tub, where it burned to the waterline, rolled over to the starboard side, and sank. The shipwreck's incredibly clear water and interesting underwater rock formations make Tobermory one of Canada's best scuba diving locations. So there's just a bit of history of the 2 wrecks that are in the big tub. And like I said, you can do tour boat, glass bottom boat tours, take you right over top of the wrecks. There's also scuba and snorkeling in that area. So we're back at the property, and we got the fire going, just got it started actually. And we're gonna have the big feast of hot dogs and chips and some drinking boxes and whatever else the girls packed. And then we're gonna work on that new trail and yeah, maybe just hike around a little bit if we got some time left over. So great day. Changed coat, put on the warmer coat. Everyone's got bundled up a little bit. Not cold here at all by any means, maybe -2, but just because there's no sun and we've had all the rain, it's a little bit of a damp coldness. So yeah, we all kind of bundled up into the warmer clothes, and yeah, it's gonna be great. We're all set up here. Forgot to get a campfire permit from the municipal office, but we'll wing it on that one. Hopefully the bylaw are busy playing cards today and don't want to bother coming by. Give us a ticket. It's funny how things work up here in the northern Bruce, but yeah, we won't worry about that. We're just here to enjoy the day, and yeah, so quiet, so nice up here. Just a little bit of snow falling. Gonna warm up by the fire. All the wood piles are standing still from the fall, so I'm happy to see that. Clearly drenched from the snow and the rain, but I don't have to worry about having dry wood for a little while anyway. But I'm just happy to see that they're still standing. Cooking with oak. Hot dogs ready to go. It's gonna be a heating and an eating fire today. Turning and burning.